Today, we're going on an adventure to a pretty forest in Japan. We're going to learn about a special way of growing things there. It's a secret technique that the Japanese have been using for almost 1,000 years. They call it growing shiitake mushrooms in the wood. You might know about shiitake mushrooms, but have you ever seen lots and lots of them growing in a forest? Even though Japan doesn't send out the most shiitake mushrooms to other countries, they're known for having the tastiest ones. They make these mushrooms grow in the forest. Let's find out what's so special about it. First, they start by getting the logs ready. These logs are cut into different sizes, between 90 and 120 centimeters long. Then they're taken to the bottom of the mountain. Over there, the logs get holes drilled into them, and they put tiny bits of mushroom material inside each hole. This part is really interesting to watch. They push the mushroom material together into these small pieces. Usually, each log has about 30 of these pieces on it. Nowadays, machines make this step much easier. Even older folks in Japan enjoy doing this. After that, the logs go to a cool, shady spot where they're left to grow. During this time, the mushroom stuff grows and sticks to the wood. This takes around 2 weeks. Furthermore, the greenhouse way of growing mushrooms has some really good points. For instance, it's easier to control how much moisture and heat there is. This helps with harvesting and getting more mushrooms all year long. But even with these advantages, it still takes 2 years for the mushrooms to be ready. However, picking mushrooms in the greenhouse isn't as good as the traditional way. The taste isn't as nice as mushrooms that grow naturally. Mushrooms that grow naturally are the best because they get all their food from the wood. They also need the right amount of water, air, and warmth to grow well. Natural things like frost, wind, humidity, and temperature help the mushrooms grow perfectly. But this way can't produce too many mushrooms. Every year, only a small number of these natural mushrooms can be picked. That's why fresh mushrooms are expensive, and dried ones for selling in other countries are even more costly. After picking, they choose the best mushrooms and dry them quickly in special machines. Shiitake mushrooms are full of good things like protein and important minerals for our bodies. They also have vitamins like B and C, plus minerals such as calcium, iron, aluminum, and magnesium. When they're dried, 100 grams of shiitake only have a tiny bit of fat, 34 calories, and some healthy fiber. They're not only good for you, but also tasty. So have you ever tried shiitake mushrooms before? Do you like mushrooms? Please tell us in the comments.